I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel, she, they.
I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Amaya, also she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him. I play Aura, he, him.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
Hi, I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Ballantyne, he, him.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM.
Right, so we just want to say a massive shout out to the legend that is Catman Jones. So he wants to give you a nice hug from how far is America? 5,000 miles?
An hour, 5,000 miles.
Yeah, let's say 5,000 miles. So the guy is just as obsessed with the speak with furniture spell, or talk with furniture spell as we are. And yeah, just thank you for listening to us, and thank you, I suppose, to everyone that's been listening and following on. It's it means a lot.
And for the sweaty hugs. Yeah. Okay, so when last we were around the table, a lot of shit happened. You guys finally made it to the ball to celebrate the return of Debiles to the city of Dustmere, and it was I think a place when everyone knew things were kind of coming to a head. A lot of different conspiracies that led here. And during the beginning of the ball, we had two guests. We had Freya and Sentinel, who had tickets. They entered, made the most of their time, spied out a little bit. And then we had our jobs guys. We had Aura, who was patrolling with the guards. We had you two, Eugene and Amaya in the kitchen.
So I have a question. Did we get to dessert?
Yeah, you guys finished all your courses.
So yeah, the guests enjoyed dessert.
Yeah, because then they started rotating stuff out.
How was it?
It was good.
Terrible.
No, it was good.
The important question.
It was good. Lots of whiskey.
That's what was whiskey.
And finally, we had Moxie scurrying around in the corridors with the scullery maids. And collectively, you guys realised that something was up. There was a few guests who didn't quite belong. They were you deduced after a while that they were worshippers of Debiles. They were poor, and it was strange that they were here. And you guys were just kind of cottoning on that the fake symbols on the walls, maybe they weren't all so fake, or there was something going on. The giant tapestry looked a little bit familiar, but you guys were distracted, I think, when you were investigating it, and basically you just rolled bad, didn't you, I think? And no one quite... I mean, you guys basically were about to hone in on.
We would have one turn out from wiping the sigils, but I didn't do it quick enough. And I suck. Thanks.
No, well, not at all. It was, I think I gave you guys. It's really difficult. I gave you guys time. We rotated. Things happened. Gaspar stood up on the stage, and the speech took place. He offered this thing called the new key to Dustmere to Debiles. It was a long coilstone, and it reacted with Debiles, turning him into a tower of kind of crystal glass. And a fight ensued with a few people in the crowd. I think it was Amaya punched the mask off of one of them. Turned out that this guy was Rindle, the sort of betrayed member of the Archivist who was involved in the robbery that you fought. And there's a few other cult members that appeared in the crowd. And during the fight, the tower that once was Debiles began cracking open, and from within, this horrifically formed, long-limbed creature emerged, still feet welded in the chrysalis of this thing, and its hand still stuck in place as well as part of that large lump of crystal, still clutching the coilstone in its grip within. And that was actually the chrysalis. Someone exposed it, I think, after a few hits, so the crystal was exposed, but it's still gripping onto it. And the fight turned. And towards the end of that, we had a few events take place. So Moxie, after seeing the Graven lift up a worshipper of Debiles and absorb its kind of sickly energy from it, it healed its wounds, and Moxie, you deduced that that it was necrotic and radiant energy would be most likely to harm it permanently or interrupt that process. Freya, you piled up a load of guests and worshippers in the top corner near the base of the stage, just basically trying to push them out of the way. And then one of the last things that happened was it was cooked. The Graven was cooked with this crackling bolt of radiant energy, so it is lit. I think the next hit will be with advantage because you hit with guiding bolt.
Yeah.
And it was slightly before then, but Sentinel you using Mind Spike, you pulled out information from Gaspar that was probably pretty critical. You found out that he was there. The words he said were he was supposed to kill a god, and then you managed to get one word out of him of who he was working for, and he said the disciple. And then right at the end of the last session, Gaspar pulled a sending stick that you were all very familiar with out of his coat, snapped it, breathed in the incense-like smoke, and spoke and uttered a message to an unknown person. Sentinel, you heard the words, and Freya, you read his lips, and he said, it is done, but it is under attack. You must arrive soon. I rolled 1d4, and I told you guys you have 1d4 rounds until whatever it is that he has called arrives.
+1, right?
Plus
No, +3.
Oh yeah,
plus
of
naught. But yeah, good job. And we will begin just after the top of the round, the lair action. So the Graven, wounded and glittering by this bolt of energy, it attempted to lift up another worshipper. The sickly, opal energy kind of wicking off these people as they float was interrupted by the energy, the radiant, the necrotic, and it stumbled back. Well, it didn't stumble back, but it reeled, still welded to the ground. So, first up, we have Aura. What are you going to do?
I've not been planning on this. So, straight up, I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to quicken spell, and I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt as a bonus action at the Graven.
Very nice. So just for the podcast listeners as well, Aura is still surrounded by 2 cultists. I'll run through that with each turn, actually, that makes more sense. So you're going to turn away from these guys and cast at the Graven.
Yeah. That is 18.
That hits.
Wasn't good for 20.
What damage? This is semi-random, right?
Is that cult?
Yeah.
Be honest with you guys.
Yeah. No, they would have been duplicates, so they hit someone else as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not.
Fair enough. Well done.
So that is 6 or 7. So I'm gonna go psychic damage.
Okay.
That is 16 points of psychic damage, and then as I got my wings out, 4 points of necrotic on top of that.
Okay, 4 points of necrotic. So when this chaos bolt that kind of flashes different colours as it's forming in Aura's grasp, it flies through the air like a screeching kind of bolt of smoke and twists into almost invisible energy that strikes the creature. And there is a faint wisp of chaotic, necrotic energy that seeps into it, and that, in the same way it reacted to your chill touch, Moxie, it reels from that, and it roars like that open furnace sound. Very nice.
And then for my action, I'm going to take out the crossbow that was loaded with the bolt that had been dipped in poison.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take a shot. And is it still restrained?
Yes, it is.
So advantage.
Nice. There's +1, remember.
Oh no. That's 8.
And misses, unfortunately.
Unlucky.
So the quicken spell takes up maybe more of your conjurous energy than you thought. You pull the crossbow out, and bear in mind you're still surrounded by 2 cultists as well. You just can't quite get the aim right, and the crossbow soars over Sentinel's head, smashes into the window, and makes a hole in the glass out into Dustmere.
It's not Aura's fault. The trigger's made for dainty hands.
Oh yeah, it's yours, is it?
Did you roll 1 or 2? Because he was still restrained at the end of.
Yeah, I rolled 2.
You didn't know.
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Cool. So
Yeah.
I
Or something like
wasn't
that.
paying full attention.
Yeah, no, unfortunately.
Sorry.
Okay.
And then with my movement, I'm going to run 30 feet towards the Graven.
Okay, so that's 2 attacks of opportunity. Okay, and a natural 1. So the first one is. Let's get used to these. It's not going to hit. That's 12.
No.
Luck.
Okay.
I would have shielded anyway.
2 swipes, and you duck out the way. One of them glancing off your armor as you move 30 feet towards the Graven.
So
Yeah.
And you are no longer in, and you move as normal because the difficult terrain is.
Yeah.
The difficult terrain of the crowd is shrinking, so it's probably in line with about where Amaya is at the moment, as people try and pile out the doors where Eugene, you're kind of up against the wall. Okay.
I'm just going to shout back, Amaya, protect Moxie. We need to kill it.
Okay. Clayton's go. So Clayton is fighting these boys. So he's going to take, he can only attack once, so he's going to attack the one in front of him. That is an 18. And he rolls really well. That's 8 points of damage on the cultist, which is number. How many have we got there? That's 1.
2. Oh,
2,
on the
one's
board.
On you is 4,
2, 4. I think there are 6 in there.
6. Yeah, and I've got him. That's really good. Okay. He's hurt. The one that Clayton just stabbed runs through. Well, he's got this short sword, stabs him through the chest. The cultist is alive but reeling. Okay, that's the end of his go. Sentinel.
Free action, I'm gonna shout, we're getting company, get ready to go, to everyone, not disguising my voice, so if someone else recognises that,
Okay.
they recognise that. Can I see Pharaoh?
Would you like to use your action?
No.
Your passive perception is 11. I would say, from your vantage point, as the crowd clears and you peer back, you can see him in front of Eugene in the crowd. So he's basically leaving.
He's leaving.
He's in the crowd, moving with the mass of people to leave. I won't put a mini in front of him because he's not actually active and it's getting busy. But he's about 2 squares in front of Eugene, walking towards the doors.
Because I don't have a bonus action, can I use a bonus action to shout at him as part of
Absolutely.
my action economy? I was going to shout, Pharaoh, this is what you wanted, fucking help. And see if that does anything to help out. And then...
Tell you what, actually, roll an persuasion check anyway.
8.
Okay. He kind of stops in his tracks, and you see he's kind of like shouldering, being like pummeled by shoulders, and he looks around, and you can see his like tongue licking his lips. You can't hear him because of the noise from the Graven behind you in the crowd, but you kind of see him. He basically goes "fuck," and that's all you see at the moment.
And then the only thing no, I'm not going to do that. There's not easily. No, I'll do that next time. That's fine. And then Eldritch Blast on Graven. 13 plus 6, 19.
Hits.
8 damage.
Very nice. Force, right?
No, because that would on Steve's.
No, because he's restrained. So.
Oh yeah. No, that's not great.
Nice. Yeah, remember, guys, you do get advantage. So yeah, nicely shouted. Awesome. Okay, it is the Graven's go.
That's not.
it's
No
not.
thanks.
No, it's not.
Man, I thought I fucked up then. Okay. So we got
Yeah.
Gaspar is at the base of the stage, kind of hiding from it. What would he do? It's reeling from the necrotic, and it's still glittering from. Oh shit! Yeah, no. So the radiant didn't matter too much, but
It was
from
extra
your
damage.
guiding bolt because you've already get advantage when you're attacking it anyway. But that's faded.
So it's double damage.
Is it?
Yeah, it's vulnerable to radiant.
Yes, no, you're right, yes. Good reminder there, because you did 2 and I only put 2 down for your necrotic.
Oh,
Okay.
It was 4.
Good 4.
So it's 8.
Yeah.
So you did.
Fuck me, that's
so
a
you
lot of
did
damage.
24 in total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's what I got.
Okay. The Graven
It's dead.
is not dead. The Graven looks up in the direction of the last attack, which was the... I mean, it got hit by 2 of you, and yours hurt more, but yours is more recent, so I'm going to just chance it.
I'm also closer, so I think.
Just a d4.
Yeah, that's square.
Okay, evens odds. That's a 4, so it's going for Scent.
Sort of good.
It's going to use molten gold. So you guys see one of the spines in its back.
It's better that it's going for me because I'm resistant.
That's true. You see one of the spines in its back sink into its torso, and a pulse of red and gold liquid floods down its arm as it raises its spindly fingers in Sentinel's direction, and this spewing of molten gold and blood just issues out over Sentinel. Well, maybe over Sentinel. I need to roll to hit. Oh, fuck you. That is +7.
You'd be surprised because I'm not wearing armor.
13.
Hits. Because I'm not wearing armor.
Okay, so that's...
Yeah, I'm fucked.
6.
Is it fire?
It's part bludgeoning, part fire.
Can you halve the fire, please?
So that is 8 bludgeoning damage and 6 fire damage reduced to 3.
I thought that was about to be
I rolled
half, and I was
bad.
like,
I did not roll well, but that's fine.
no offense, but
Get fucked. Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll a save?
Yep.
Is it a dex save?
Yeah.
It automatically fails.
Yeah.
And that's 3d10 with fire damage. That's not bad. 17.
Nice.
Just get fucked.
I'm really liking this energy.
Okay, for its second attack, it is going to...
Still gonna go after me then.
No, it's gonna claw at its bindings. So it swipes down at its bindings, and it hits, and it does. You notice that its claws are doing a lot of damage compared to the spell that it just issued out over you.
I hear what you're saying. Cut off its hands.
I know what you're saying. Don't get close to it.
That was my next
blow
plan.
some wind at it in a sec.
Okay.
I'll cool
Blast
it
it against
down.
out the window.
Bye.
Well, I have a feeling it's going to succeed any strength saving throw.
Okay.
Kills me.
You guys see crystals just it rakes crystals, this black glass over its side, just spraying it out over the stage to the other side, where it just slashes down. It rips quite a lot off of the base. That is the end of its go. Okay, next up we have the cultists. So we'll start with the ones on the 2 out in the open. One of them's going to run at Moxie, the other one's going to run at Eugene. They've got enough movement because it's half. The closest one will go to you, Moxie, because it's close to you, and that's it can reach Eugene just through the crowd, smashing through people.
Difficult terrain's up there, right? So it doesn't. There's no difficult terrain here.
Exactly. Yeah. So once you get past that, about where Amaya is in line, the crowd ends. You know what? What is your passive stealth? You are in a crowd and you haven't done much.
That's me.
Savage.
Varus right there. He
That's
might
what I mean,
jump to
though.
protect you.
What? I don't know if
That's a
there is
really
a
good
passive
chance.
stuff. isn't-
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to tell Pharaoh
Oh,
what
so
to do.
it'd be 12 then.
Are you proficient in stealth?
I don't think so. No.
So passive 12.
Yeah.
No, they don't see you. So they start shoving through the crowd. One of them.
Only little.
Do they see Pharaoh?
They see
Blaring
Pharaoh, but he kind of I rolled. Pharaoh kind of looks at him disgusting, and then kind of like steps around him. And now the cultist is kind of like shoving through the crowd looking for people. So yeah, nice. The one that went to Moxie though is going to attack Moxie.
No, don't do it.
Rip Moxie.
I got my major armor up. I'm the tank right now.
That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm a tank right now.
Nothing is
Well,
going
compared
way.
to a sibling.
With its dagger, pulls at the dagger, this horrible curved blade, and it slashes at you, and you take 4 slashing damage.
4.
Basically half your
Did
hit
you ask
points.
my other damage? You might expect second damage.
Slicing through your mage armor, there's a sputter as the flame gets cut through, or the energy gets cut through.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my hellish rebuke back at him.
Oh, don't waste it on a scrub.
So he's got 60
how
foot
much?
range. It is
He's rolled a 12.
Yeah, no, 15. So yeah. So
That's a fail.
3d10 as well.
The scrub's going down.
I hope.
It's yelling.
This guy's hurt as well.
Good.
13.
He just his coat just goes when he starts screaming, and just a few people in the crowd move away from him. He runs, takes about 2 steps back, and just lays down on the floor in fire.
Nice.
What do you
Does he
say?
stop dropping
What do you
roll?
say is your hellish review?
Get fucked.
Does this guy stop, drop, and roll, or does he just stop?
He begins, but then the roll just doesn't happen. He stops, drops, and
Do
dies.
you like
Okay, so you can take him out of the
Oh, nice.
off the board.
Yes.
I was going to use my
Yes.
experiences.
So if this first time this is coming to play, whenever I kill something with a spell of first level or higher, I regain hit points equal to the spell level.
Yes.
And Hellish is a second level from a
It
natural.
is a second level, but it is a racial feature. So are you going to?
Yeah, because it's a second level racial feature, so
Yeah.
you get 4 hit points.
So I get,
Yeah.
You get it back
So I
immediately.
get 4 hit points back.
So yeah,
Necromancy.
in the rage of the hellish review, this guy's sent flying back. He stops, drops, and dies. And in that moment, that same fire seems to cauterize and just heal the slash in your front. You still have the part of your clothing that's in ribbons there, but
Dress is ruined.
yeah, but it's
You can cast Mandate.
the wound is healed.
I'll be up soon.
That's Eugene's support role. Just mending everyone.
It's coffee time.
We have the cultist on Amaya who is unharmed.
Bothering you.
They're going to attack you. That's a 22 to hit.
Do you even need to ask?
Well, I'll say it out loud, haven't I?
I've used my
And
reaction.
that's 3 points of slashing damage as it rakes down on your front. Then we have the other cultist who's in the crowd there next to Eugene. Can we move him so he can move 10, 20, 30? He can, the one closer, that's it. He can move out to the crowd, basically in line with the Maya, just out into the open.
Sorry.
So to your right and towards the Graven.
How many was it? Sorry.
3 points.
So what? Just
There.
so
That's his movement. He can't move further. He's out of the crowd. He kind of bursts out of the crowd, this cultist, but that's all he can do. Always near Clayton. 2 cultists on Clayton are both going to attack.
Laura's still up, so nobody's dead. No
One-
one's gonna die.
One hit on Clayton. The other one, he tings with the dagger. That's 5 points of slashing damage on Clayton. Clayton's looking a little bit rough. Okay,
that's how you usually look.
he always looks rough. He was nice and well groomed, and he looks pretty good, and he's getting beaten the shit out by these 2 cultists. Okay.
Am I more or less attracted to him? No, he's getting the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's a bit bloody at the moment. Okay, Brindle's go. So,
I will fix him.
It's not looking good for him.
Rinzel's still here.
He's not in the room. He's fucked off.
He's run away like a little
He's very
bitch.
badly hurt as well.
like a little bitch.
He is very badly hurt, yeah.
He's always very badly hurt. After last time when I squished him with my ass.
He run away like he always does.
You guys don't see him?
Yeah, because he's a
I
prick.
think I put like 40 or 50.
But he does have fairy fire, so if he was in the room, we
Yeah,
would see an
he's a
outline.
tough
Just
boy.
FYI.
Even if he
What's your passive aura?
Not good.
yeah.
It's like 11 probably. I'll just check.
Yeah, I think Sentinel's too far away. Freya's back is to the window.
11.
But your passive is so high.
she sees all.
Okay, Freya, you do see, because even though your back is to the... So from behind Freya out the window. What colour was the fairy fire?
Green.
It was green. So you see this like fluorescent green about 6 seconds ago appear in the garden on the terrace, and he moves up towards the window.
What, on this end?
Oh, the
So
little
basically to where you are. So he's basically at your back at the window at this point.
Am I just sorry? Freya's just exorcist like.
I don't know if you can do
No,
that.
you mean like an owl?
He's
an owl.
yeah.
Open.
The window's shut. The window's closed. It's just solid glass.
You know you can break windows, right? That's the thing you can do.
So, what you notice after this green blur outside, he holds his hand up and there is this black kind of goo on the window and starts sliding down. And as it slides on the glass, there's bubbling and hissing, and the inside of the glass starts bubbling and melting. But it's got an iron. There's a lead-lined frame around it as well. So some of the wind begins blowing in over your shoulder, but it doesn't do anything more than that. Okay, end of his go.
Do you know I've got other shit to do?
It's Eugene's go. So you have a cultist in front of you who's kind of looking around.
Fuck, I'm small.
Yeah, you are.
Right. So if I move here, I'm not going to get a move out of range. I'm not going to get an opportunity attack because we're not in combat.
He technically would because he's within 5 feet of you. But because you're passive,
Okay.
you can
right,
roll. I
right.
tell you what, if you want to roll a stealth check, because he's currently not noticed you. If
And
you
also
maintain
he's
it,
looking at like head height and
Yeah.
Eugene's like down here.
but he is actively looking for you.
20, but not natural.
He doesn't see you. And that can be your free action if you like,
Cool,
because
yeah.
that kind of force.
So I'm going to move next to my wizard friend,
I'll protect you.
I'm the tank.
and I'm going to go into my pouch and I get a very vivid red jelly bean, and I hold it in my hand and I throw it at that cultist there, and I cast Firebolt.
Very nice.
And it's advantage because he's green. No, never mind. 1 to 3.
So yeah, this
So
red
it's a
jelly
9.
bean fizzing with potential. It goes straight through.
Fizzing with potential that you just wasted.
It fizzes straight through like one of the loose parts of his cloak.
Reminds
bit
you of
singed.
your childhood full of wasted potential.
There's
Anything
a
else?
smell of like cinnamon as it goes up.
Yeah, you can smell the cinnamon in the crowd.
The smell of disappointment.
Cinnamon
just come
crowd.
around
It
the
sounds like a real
Wow.
pretentious novel, doesn't it?
And yeah, actually I'm going to move 1 more square away.
Very nice. Okay. Moxie, you are up.
Alright, okay.
Back up.
Baby girl.
So I killed that one guy.
You're on a roll. Go for a double kill.
Killed that one.
So it's
Double kills.
time to kill the Graven.
Here we go.
The confidence.
Is it still restrained?
Yes.
Cool.
I
Alright.
can take on the world.
Chill touch.
Attack!
Not
No.
really.
Oh.
7 plus.
7 and a 5.
Yeah, 7 plus 8, so 15.
Misses.
Okie dokie.
What was the spell?
It was my chill touch.
Chill touch again, yeah. So that ephemeral hand whistles past it, breaking over the window like a cloud.
You can't get more mods.
That really
The
sucks.
streak!
That really sucks because it's stopping healing.
He has taken necrotic damage this round.
Oh, okay, so it's like okay, so it's not just a chill touch thing.
Who knows?
Not me.
Okay, I can just.
Because
If I can
we
hit,
had
I
this
can.
conversation last time. It was a feature of.
Yes, very true.
Okay. Right. I mean, no. Is it all like difficult terrain?
Only 1 square. So once you reach the mire in line with the cultist,
Okay.
the rest towards the Graven is open.
I mean, I could. Nah, fuck it. There's no point moving because you're just getting me or Eugene, so might as well be me.
You're still in half cover because you're within the crowd by 5 feet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm
And
happy.
also, you're a tank.
I'm happy where I am then, I guess. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, Amaya.
Okay, I am just going to try. I mean, I know he's not hurt, but I would like to finish this man.
Okay. One thing I forgot to say at the beginning of your turn. Your sword has started ringing. It's this humming sound like whistling over the blade.
Well, it's your man,
Can I
He's
can I
coming.
take a second? Am I allowed to do this? Because I just want to like lift it up and kind of like see if it gets stronger if I like lean towards the Graven.
The cultist is there like.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna.
He's like ready to fight. He's like mid-fight. He's just like.
Listen, does it get louder?
Do you want to use an action, or do you just want to like free action it to see quickly?
Yeah, just like quickly, just like.
Doesn't seem to change.
Okay, cool. Well, as I bring it back, I would like to slash down, and I would like to basically like cut across his thigh because then it might stop him walking quickly.
Sure. This guy's not hurt yet, so.
That's a 15
That
plus
hit.
something.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
And then that is 12 damage.
12 damage.
Nice.
That's all I can do.
Okay. You cut him in twain. So you you bring the sword. You hold the sword out, like almost listening, confusing for a moment, and then you spin it and just slice straight through. I wouldn't say you cut him completely in half, but you cut through like into his hips and then just wedge the blade out. I was wrong. He had taken a little bit of damage, and that tipped him over.
Nice one.
I was only going for the thigh.
Nice.
He is dead.
The Achilles heel of
Think
the
to Clayton later.
Achilles heel of the leg.
He took a sword in the knee.
Think to Clayton later.
I'm just going to cut him in the leg to make it less easy for him to walk. Just cut him in half.
I'll do it.
Oh, I missed.
Actually,
I am surprised you won't be an absolute prick and be like, that's a cold shot.
would I actually just be able to move towards this guy?
You can. If you move slightly to your left, you can move out of difficult terrain, move
Wait, this
along
left or
towards
this
the crowd. Amaya's left, yeah, and then you can move freely, and then you'd have to double movement. Probably 5. Nah, you're right. You can make it into the crowd.
You just cut someone in half.
So yeah, you step out. Yeah, you slice the gun in half, step out of the crowd, and you run down the length of the burgeoning crowd that's trying to push outside of the hall. You're now in combat with the guy again. Have you got any bonus actions?
I do not. Not that I want to use right now.
No worries. Okay, Freya.
Okay.
You'll have advantage.
So I would like to.
The guy's got advantage.
I'm going to do guiding bolt at Big Boy
Big boy.
at 2nd level,
Ooh.
What's a big boy?
Here comes the pain.
and I'm going to miss.
No.
Advantage.
You do get advantage.
Sweet.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Not
Go on.
funny.
Manifested.
No, but it's 22.
Hits.
So it hits.
Absolutely hits.
Not that one. It's
I'm so
5d6.
annoyed with you.
Oh,
I'm so annoyed
I need a
with you.
d6. You need a
Yeah.
d6.
My
level was
it was
that?
Only
It's just
just.
like bounce off
You don't know.
Damn.
Definitely
God damn.
5d6.
Thank you.
I don't know. It's really just
We've got some d6s for you. We can send our kids to
Oh, I've got
camp.
5.
Send your kids to camp.
I love seeing my kids at camp. They do so good.
Damn.
Okay. 11, 13, 15, 18, double. No, not
Yes, it is.
double.
Nice.
18 double.
36.
very nice.
Damn. Yeah, this like sears the muscle that's kind of appearing above its rib cage, attaching to this metal plate in its sternum. It just burns away half the muscle across its chest, and it roars. That hurt it a lot.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm
Correct.
gonna use my bonus action to not heal you, fucker.
That's fair.
I'm gonna
You can
move.
touch yourself.
Can I move over? I want to move over this side first.
Yeah, you can hop the table. That's fine.
But I'm gonna move my gust of wind to point out the window.
Is it concentration?
Yes.
Only to take any damage.
I've
Fine.
not had any damage.
Okay, so you turn to the window.
D&D.
Does it do any damage?
It's a.
Is it continuing
pushes
damage? It just pushes.
15 feet away. Anything that's in it.
And it pushes things 15 feet away from you, so it's got quite a force to
You
it.
have to succeed a strength saving throw.
Probably
I'm
just
gonna
like,
I'm
probably
gonna
just
roll
like
for
if
the
he hits
glass. It's been
anything.
damaged by the acid, so I'm gonna roll for the glass.
Maybe we shouldn't
Normally,
have done
Oh,
this
I'm
this
breaking
time.
the glass.
well, because normally it wouldn't. It's solid, but because he's weakened it with acid and it's like bubbling.
I'm
Then the
not
glass
gonna
will
do
go,
that
but
yet.
then,
Broken.
but equally,
I mean,
the
he's gonna
glass will go
come
back
through
into his
anyway,
face.
Yeah, it's your.
Yeah.
So he's acid splashed the glass at your back. It's bubbling on the inside, but it's still intact.
Can you get some like acid
Glass
splash
damage.
at him?
Do you want to do it? Do you want to blast the window with the
broken
goblin?
Yeah,
glass.
you know what I will.
Let's roll.
Nice.
I'm going to roll
It's gonna come
percentile.
through
I'm going
anyway.
to save.
Yeah, that's true.
He might get
the
some
Chaos Cleric.
damage.
Also, I'd just like to point out, he just
Absolutely,
wasted a
yeah.
spell slot trying to dissolve the window and he could have smashed it.
I think it's a cantrip.
Wizard's gonna wizard.
So
If you've got magic, you may as well use it.
Oh.
So you
I'm
hold
like
the table
100%
there,
convinced
you
it's
cast this powerful guiding bolt at the Graven, sears its shoulder, it roars, you hop over the table, kind of bump backs with aura, and then you direct your what is it? It's like a what is it? It's
gust of wind.
this gust of wind
60 feet long.
So you arc it across the Graven, blowing like bits of like candles and bits of dinner all over the stage, and you aim it at the window, and the glass actually bows outward from where the glass where it's partially melted of this acid, and you see for a brief moment Rindle looking at it confused, and then just splashes outward this acid glass. And I'm gonna give him a save, a dex save.
If there's ever a food fight, I want to be on Freya's side.
True. As all the like food and stuff gets blown across the table, do we just hear the MC or like one of the assistants just go, "My decorations!"
Oh, I thought you'd hear
The orders!
Rorigan's at the back, like, oh, for fuck's sake! Right, he's got it.
What is he? Is he Is he coming to the fray?
Okay, so dex save, 6 damage.
Secret
So
level
I'm gonna
25
basically make him save for his own spell. So, and he rolls a 2.
Yeah!
So
Glass damage.
The idea that Rorigan is a level 20 fighter.
he just rips the chef whites off. Okay,
No, barbarian.
so he's gonna take 1d6. What's the level of the spell for the wind?
It's level 2.
So I'm actually gonna up that. No, I'll tell you what, I'll roll a slashing damage on top of the acid because of the glass.
Can we just kill Rindle?
Yeah.
Finally.
1d6 acid.
Just kill both.
So he hasn't got any resistance, so total damage is 12 points of damage.
Yeah,
Acid
dead.
splash. He's not. Let me just check.
You look
actually.
really angry though.
He's
like a
mad.
bit upset.
He's real mad.
Is all he
Actually,
crying? Is he
he's
just
real hurt.
Yeah.
Go on, please be killed by glass.
It's double
Is he
movement
crying?
there too, by the way.
Would it kill him if it had been double glazing?
I would ask. So he gets this acidic glass. This acidic glass just pin cushions him. You can see the slice marks over his skin. It turns his cloak to ribbons. The shattered mask is just covered in this acid and glass. He looks really hurt at this point, and he stumbles to one knee. He's still glowing though, right, from the fairy fire?
Yeah.
It's Rindle's no good, very bad day.
He's really hurt. Yeah.
Sweet. Love to.
If only there wasn't a god there to attack instead.
Oh yeah, I would be finishing this.
Very nice.
Just lean out the window.
Okay, Aura.
It was like, or
Okay.
Top of the round. My
Like the
apologies.
Bond one with the crystals.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It is the top of the round.
Scar.
No, it's not.
But the what's his dude did take the damage. That means
Yeah, he did.
okay, cool. I'm just checking you remembered.
I did. The Graven, you see it attempt to reach out an arm towards the pile of worshippers in the corner. One of them raises slightly, the oily slickness, this energy coming off of it, and it just fades, bubbles to nothing, and the glow of the coilstone still in its frozen grip sputters ever so slightly, but it's still glowing. Yeah, Aura, you're up.
We're gonna Chaos Bolt out the Graven again. 17.
That hits.
Yes.
I knew 18 hit last time. That's not as good. Let's see what damage we've got this time.
It's a spicy damage.
It's Viral Force, so let's go force damage.
Okay.
That's 12 points of force damage and 4 points of necrotic.
More necrotic. Fuck you, buddy.
Yeah, these wings are doing something. What is going on?
Never mind.
It's your fault.
I made it way harder than I needed to.
And bonus action, I'm gonna pop Eugene's potion and
Yes!
and I get a +1 to AC.
Right, yeah, you get +1 to AC. That definitely happens.
Okay, so the Chaos Bolt, it turns invisible. As you hold up your arm, you back to back with Freya. The glass shatters on your side, and this bolt turns to nothing. This blur, almost like wave of energy, just shatters over it, blowing away bits of muscle that was singed by Freya's previous spell. You down this potion from Eugene, just rip the cork off and down it. Bonus what to AC? +1 to AC.
But
for the next hour.
no, want to go through the description first. Let's.
My bad, I have the wrong side.
An hour seems insane.
Back-to-back God Squad.
You pop the cork, you down it, and the moment you pop the cork, it smells like gunfire. Like, well, actually, don't know what gunfire smells like. So, what would it smell like to you? It smells like an acrid. Yeah, it smells like a forge, like iron, like burning iron. And you get this strong taste of licorice and aniseed on your palate, and it's quite like strong, and it goes down like fizzing in your nose. And for the next hour, you have a repetitive song in your head.
I mean, like some of the baby toys we've got. Like I've got that anyway.
So the last song. You see, yeah, it's Baby Shark, but on like what they called those.
Like a lyre.
Yeah, like a dulcimer. Yeah, a dulcimer. That was it. But like the twang dulcimer. Okay, very nice. I'll give you this.
Graven Duke Debiles.
I think you've actually got the.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I'll keep it on the
sticking
side.
there.
Yes. Very nice. Are you moving? You moving at all?
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna go move up on Gaspar.
Thank you.
And just like step on his hand, like if it's there.
Okay. Very nice. Okay.
Maybe kick him in the head a bit.
Next up is Clayton.
Clayton.
He's going to make one attack.
Clayton.
He's going to make one attack on the guy that he hurt last time. But he misses.
For fuck's sake, Clayton, come on.
Yeah, he's a little bit wounded. He's getting tired. Bang off one guy from the behind him, one guy from the side. Okay.
It's not a giant snake.
Next up we have Sentinel.
Well, what's my baby brother doing?
That's a good point. He was last turn at the bottom of the guest table. He's making his way around the edge of the wall. He got to Clayton, who's fighting, and he started moving around there slowly. He's not moving very quick. So I would say he's the other side of Clayton at this point, but he's hugging the wall and the edge of the crowd.
He's just running away, or has he got his eyes on anything in particular?
He's watching you and Gaspar. He has a mask on though, so it's kind of difficult.
How do you know that's fine? And also, is Farah doing anything else? Because if he was doing anything,
Just
not in the initiative. Or...
No, he's not. He's not in combat, but he is now standing, I would say, where he was near Amaya at this point. He's gonna actually. You know what? Let's give him a mini. Not him. Give him this guy. If you can pop that.
Should we put Rindle outside? Now that we know these things.
Yes,
Looks like
please.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah. He was the. Oh no, he was this guy. Rinder was this guy.
How far is he?
Yes, that's perfect.
Where do you want Soldier Boy?
Put him at the corner of the wall behind Amaya. No, other one, outer wall. That's it. Perfect.
That's where he is.
Oh, I
That's
thought
Farah.
it was next to me.
far back.
He was like at the edge of the crowd, which is near Amaya, and he's just moving out of it. So he's standing there now.
Boy.
Okay.
Can I do something?
Yes. Sorry. Yes. It is your go.
I'm allowed to. Cool. The only thing the only thing I can do is Eldritch Blast. So.
And you've got advantage.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, he's still glowing. Big guy's still glowing.
17
Yeah,
plus
Oh, yes.
Another guy in the bottom.
17 plus 6.
Yes.
That's 10 damage.
Very nice. Another pulse or another bolt of this greyish, sandy Eldritch Blast smashes through it, breaking bone.
And you know
Very
what?
nice.
With my bonus action, can I use that to see if there's... Because we did establish that some people would take weapons to this affair. Mm-hmm. Are there any simple weapons or any rapiers, glaives or scimitars on the floor? Because I can use all of those.
Roll
Just pick up a cello.
So
It was one of
it's-
those things me and Will were talking about the other day, because I was like, oh yeah, I can use simple weapons, and also I had to take a feat to be able to do rapiers, so I can also use glaives.
You use your action to attack, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
what I'll
taking
say is
half.
you know that, and you can roll to take an action next turn if you wish. You would know the most likely place for them would probably be either where Julien was sat, near where there were some guests that had weapons, or maybe near Freya where the nobles sat, because they may have like weapons as well.
It was just if there were any on the floor near me, I would have taken, because I've got a bonus action still, but I don't have anything else. So.
Would Sentinel have noticed if Gaspar had one?
That's a good point. He does. He has a saber. So you know he has a saber on him.
I want to beat the living shit out of him. Yeah, with my movement, can I go back up to Gaspar?
Sure. Okay.
This is stupid, but
Very
it's a
close to the
free-
Graven,
Yeah,
you
no,
guys.
I know.
Which side do you want to be, or does it not
It
matter?
doesn't really matter.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, actually, no, I don't want to do that because we're in a straight line. Go back.
Is it there? Or there? Cool.
I can move like
She
a
was
square.
further
I've
away
got
than that.
30 movement.
Oh, no.
Day.
Okay. Very nice. It is the Debiles go. The Gravens go.
He just
So-
saw me like run up and then move back. So I could do it all within my 30 feet of movement.
So he has a reach of
Shit.
10 feet, so he can't
You
reach.
said 15?
No?
Oh, you said it was 15.
His reach?
Yeah.
Not in his claw. His,
Okay.
No, not his
I
claw.
don't want to
attack.
dick anyone over, but I was like convinced it was 15, so I would have done other things.
He has a 10 foot. He's 15 foot tall, but he has a 10 foot reach.
I suppose if he's like. Just
He's also on the stage of it, I guess. But anyway, he's going to molten gold. I would say, I mean, he's not an intelligent creature. You can see he's kind of wild. So I'm just going to roll and see what he does. Okay, he's going to just straight line out into the crowd. It's going to hit. He's going to hit. Can he get a Maya, Moxie, and Eugene?
Oh, free.
Oh my, this is a...
No, he can't.
Wait, how many feet?
No, it's a
Many.
straight line. He can't. It's got a range of 120 feet.
I'm glad we didn't line up.
Yeah, I'm very like.
Single file.
Everybody move!
Thank God he's stuck in place.
He's going to
Line
hit
me and Freya
Freya.
up.
You just exploded the windows outwards.
No!
What you said was
Oh,
done.
healer!
Oh my god, what is this? Honest to God, I swear every time I've got a boss, roll my trash.
Your dice is on our side.
Apparently so. That is
One
a 12.
12. Yeah, that hits me.
Okay.
We're not wearing armour, we're in dresses.
Oh yeah.
Suits.
Yeah. Okay.
You're in
That
the
is you
finery.
lucky. That is 8 points of bludgeon damage and 6 points of fire damage. This molten gold, another spine on his back sinks into his torso. Molten gold fires out from his palm. Okay.
I'm sure you gave him some gold though.
Um,
You're slightly richer. Yeah.
and no one is within his reach, so he's going to claw at the crystal again.
What if I
So
go
it's-
down? Oh, then we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
You
we
got heals, Eugene, haven't you?
I have one spell slot left,
Oh.
so I'm
I've
saving it.
got
I've got a
Steve.
first. I've only got a first and a second, but I was a bit
Have you got
holding.
any touch hands?
15.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys see the gold spew out over Freya, splashing onto the ground, cooking the tiles and steaming over the tablecloths. And then with the same hand, he brings it down and smashes at the crystal holding him in place. Huge chunks smash off and roll, one sinking through the stage into the ground. The crystal is getting weak now. It's almost destroyed. Okay. Next up is the cultists. 2 attacks on Clayton.
Come on, Clayton.
Clayton.
That is 2 hits.
No.
Yeah, so he's fighting for his life at this point. 2 of these 2 knives, they find their way through his armor. He stumbles back into the wall slightly and rights himself. Okay, next cultist, one in front of Amaya. He's going to attack you. You rush up on him. That is a 13.
Doesn't hit.
Yes.
Slices
Someone's
down
wearing
and you bring the sword up. The ringing blade deflects off of your blade. Okay, next is... Holy shit, is that all of them?
How about Rindle? When's his go?
Oh yeah, there's one there. No, he has a separate initiative. So the one here, who's on his own, is going to move into Clayton and he's going to attack.
Oh no.
No!
That is a miss. Okay. Moves in, pushes through the rest of the crowd and goes to pile on with the other guys, but misses. Rindle's go. So
He starts his turn in the wind, so he gets pushed 15 feet back if he fails his state of strength.
And he is on his knees, looking all weak and crying.
he's hurt.
He's just smashed against the balustrade outside.
Loyal bitch.
There isn't like a steep
Just
drop
smash
behind
another
him.
one.
That's a very good point. Can we like yeet
7.
him?
Yeah, Cal, so he's pushed 15 feet back.
Bye, bitch.
Off the fucking, he's in the grass, so the tiles, he just slides off the tiles.
Still glowing.
Is they prone or just
I think it's
push
just
back?
push back.
Okay.
We just find him stuck in a bush or something.
Yeah, so he flies back. The glass you see outside around him, the glass glistening from the fairy fire that covers him, whistling past the rest over the lawn, and he pushes himself to the side out of the wind. He's going to use his movement. So he's there.
That's 5.
It's a 10-foot.
He's going to move back to the door. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Well,
He
that
can-
would, that door.
To this one here, so to that there, that opening there.
20, 25.
Yeah, so one more to his right.
Does the wind
That's it.
not make it harder for him to move?
He moved out of it. Because it's 10 feet wide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
2 feet of movement for everyone, so it moves close.
Yeah, so he can't make it inside because he still had like a move 1 foot or 5 feet to get out of it. Okay.
Do something.
Rindle's. I mean, he can see Eugene, but you got half cover.
No, you
He's
can't.
gonna. He's running. He's not doing too good.
Sorry guys, I've got loads of health.
You have so much. Share it out.
Give some.
Those of you that can see him at the door, he's looking really rough. And then you see him wreathed in a silvery energy, and he goes, disappears.
Oh no, again!
Twat.
He's still.
So 30 feet straight line through the window, so he's going to be behind you, Freya, I think.
What? Here?
So yeah, through the window. 5, it's 30 feet from that point to there, right?
Oh, this guy.
20, 30.
So,
This
okay.
guy.
He just
Wants
went
to
down.
die.
This guy wants to die. Freya, kill him.
Yeah, is it gonna hit me? Hit me.
There, that
hit
was
me,
an action.
Hit me. Okay.
I fucking dare
No,
you.
it's not.
Hit me.
No, it's not. Misty Step is a bonus
yeah, I was
action.
gonna say, yeah.
Hit me.
Can't use the bonus action again, so Misty Step is over. He lifts his hand up, and you see ropes of this caustic goo and this web spray outward over you. It covers a 20-foot cube in front of him, so that covers you, Freya, and up to Gaspar. Just before Gaspar, so just Aura. A 20-foot cube in front of you of sticky black webs that is difficult terrain, and you need to roll a dex save, both of you who are in there.
Piss.
No damage on web.
No damage, but you need to roll a dex save.
So the way
please.
I might be.
What am I doing?
DC 14.
Actually,
18.
Very
Thank
nice.
you, God.
That's a fail. You are restrained as long as you remain in the web. You can break free, I believe, at the end of each of your goes.
Is this
You
an
can.
attack?
No. It's a. It's
AoE.
It's an AoE. I wonder what does that activate in your arsenal? Are you thinking of?
Wrath of the Storm. When a creature within 5 feet that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your action.
It's not. It's a spell. It's not a spell attack. It's one action, but it isn't.
Could
It's
have
just.
fucking taken it.
Let me just check. So if you start your turn in the web or enter it, you must make a dex save. You're restrained as long as you remain in the web or break free. I believe
Just
then,
use your action to try and
yes,
break free.
you have to use your action to make a strength check against the spell save
But
to
you
actually
still
break
have
free.
your bonus action if you have something. You can do that.
The webs are also flammable,
Oh!
but you get burned.
Oh no.
Have any flammable.
But if the grave tries to set you on fire again.
All die.
That is the end of Rindle's go. Eugene,
Someone fucking
Right.
take him out.
I'm gonna move
if someone wants to.
to here,
Wait, you
Yeah.
just moved.
and then I'm gonna grab the bright red jelly bean again. It smells like cinnamon. And I'm gonna launch a firebolt at Rindle.
Yeah, get wrecked.
No AoE effect, right?
No.
Okay.
So this is with advantage because of parry fire. Oh yeah, that hits. 23.
Very nice.
And that's 6 points of fire damage.
Finish him.
Yes, Eugene! I suppose it's probably not as epic as... Like, Eugene doesn't want to kill anyone, but still.
But what happens? Tell us what happens then.
Rindle just sets on fire. And smells of like cinnamon.
And then proceeds to jump out the window.
It's a little tunnel.
So it's really autumnal, yeah. Actually, it'd be like nutmeg and cinnamon and...
Eugene, I smell it.
It's like clove. Yeah. It's like someone cooking, toasting spices.
Essence of
Except it's
Eugene.
Eugene. Eugene. So in a spicy like aroma, this you hit him in the back in his back after he's cast this
But
spell.
also, really important, the spices don't smell burnt.
No, they smell lovely and toasted. Yeah, very nice. So this jelly bean, fizzing with potential, soars through the air, smacks him in the back, and is like. And then a moment later, he just erupts in flame. Some of the webbing that's on his side erupts. He stumbles back, and all anyone around him can smell is this lovely cinnamon and nutmeg.
And then you look down, you're like, ah!
The web is concentration, so it's gone.
Because he's dead.
And he is dead.
Finally.
Moves away.
Take away Rindle.
Bye.
His corpse remains where it is, but then we'll just move his model away, right? Bottom of the table.
Or do we just double tap him? Make sure.
Okay, very nice.
Right, just
Anything else,
Stamp
Eugene?
it.
No.
Okay.
Is that the first humanoid that Eugene's killed?
Probably.
Oh no.
How would it affect him?
Do something.
I think afterwards he'll be a bit anxious, but at the moment he's probably just
I'll
filled
ask
with
you,
adrenaline.
does Eugene believe that's the first humanoid he's killed?
I think so.
How would he react?
Well, I think with the adrenaline, he's probably hasn't thought about it. Later,
Smells good.
Delicious. I've never tried cooking human before. I wonder what it tastes like.
looks like meat's back on the menu.
Ruined Christmas. Okay.
Or it just looks round, baby shark in your
Baby Graven dude.
Okay, anything else, Eugene?
No, I'm good.
Okay, very nice. Moxie, you're up.
Okay, so he took necrotic damage from Steve's Chaos Bolt, didn't he? This round?
Yeah, you probably have seen that.
Okay, cool.
How
Are any of-
hurt is he?
Oh, yes,
He's looking pretty hurt.
Are any of those guys looking particularly hurt?
No.
No, that's a shame.
One of them has a single wound.
Oh, I hit. That's the one I hit.
That's Clayton.
Clayton's like mid-death.
We need to get him down. This thing is coming.
I know.
Yeah.
Save Clayton or try and kill that.
That's one thing we need playing.
But we'll still, because as much as you'll do like a good chunk of damage if we get Clayton out.
Okay, which I did as a roll, I have no idea what I was for. Okay, so they're all looking pretty beefy, all of those guys around Clayton. No, I don't want Clayton to die. So, does any of them have fairy fire on them?
No, the only one is that one.
You'd have to move to get line of sight, because at the moment you're in the crowd, so they would all have half cover. Because you're peering through about 5 feet of... Oh, yeah, you're one ignores half.
Ignores half. So.
It's shrunk back, so there's only about, total to the door, 10 feet of crowd. But yeah, you're within 5 feet of it, so I
could move.
You can move, but if your wand ignores it...
Yeah, but I might move closer to there actually, no, I like the nearer next to there. So, let's go for the one which I've hit then. Just go for a...
The one on Amaya?
No, one of the ones that's on Clayton.
Okay.
Because Clayton's been hit. Clayton's hit one of them.
He has, yeah. I've only got... I think you might have hit the one near Amaya, maybe?
There's just so many of them.
Basically, the one that has taken some damage that is around Clayton is the one Moxie's going for.
Yeah, and I know which one that is, but I don't think that... Anyway, yeah, carry on.
Okay. Let's do a rose sickness. Try and poison him.
Is that save?
Well, I got a hit first.
Okay.
Natural
Nice.
19, so I'm assuming that hits, yeah. It says 2d8 poison and then a 15 con save, which is poisoned.
2d8.
Yep.
And you're hitting the most wounded one.
Yes. 12 poison.
Nice.
It falls to his knees, like grabs, like reaching for whatever the impact point was, and just collapses to the ground. The one closest to me, yeah.
Sweet. Cool. I'm at full health, but that would have been 6 health heals as well.
Just use that to heal Clayton.
Yeah, can we do that?
If only.
Anything
Do I
else?
see like energy sort of flowing into you as you're doing this?
Yeah, it's good with that. Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah.
Let's go. That sounds right.
Yeah. And then I look a little beefier as well now,
Because you're
Shrunk.
what? You're the what?
because I'm a tank.
You.
So sort of sickening ray of energy, like, saps all the life out of him.
Very nice.
And I guess I'll that'll be me. I'll stay
Gonna
back.
hold up. Okay, Amaya.
Okay, I am going to use my longsword two-handed to slice through this guy as I run then my 30 feet, if that's okay.
Okay, so you'll attack
slice
first.
him first, yeah, and he's still, so it's fine. Natural 20.
Nice.
Yes.
So that's a
Hermione needs to get her
D10.
man.
So is that
10.
10 plus 7 plus 6?
23.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So your sword is ringing.
Maya's getting her man.
Your sword is ringing louder.
So he takes 23 damage.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
You you run towards him. He strikes you. You deflect
Aim for the
it.
5.
Your sword in that moment. The pitch increases. It's ringing louder now. And with that, you ignore it. You swing the sword.
Yeah.
You just cut him in half or what?
Yeah, basically, I don't really
You
care.
slice him through neck to navel.
Pulls it, it's
Next to
dead.
knob.
Neck to knob. He falls in half. Dead.
Okay, and then
he moves.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Can
Yeah,
you
you've got
flank?
flank.
Yeah, I would.
Flank.
Can
Yeah.
you flank?
Yeah. If you're attacking the guy, and you've got movement.
No, because I want to kind of basically get between Clayton and one of this guy.
You'd have to use an action to force your way through because they're not good. You can
Okay,
move
well,
through
But if you
friendly.
flank, you give him
I'll just flank
advantage.
then, and then I would like to use my action surge to
Nice.
Baby.
do exactly what I just did to this guy.
With advantage because you're flanking.
Amaya has to get her man.
That's 22 because it's a 6 instead of a 7.
So this guy is not. He's fresh. This guy. He was the one who was hiding in the
fresh.
crowd.
He was.
He bowls up on Clayton, goes to attack but misses, and he winds up for another attack with the knife, and this slightly curved sword blade just appears through his cheek. And he just falls backwards. He just pulled the blade out and he falls backwards.
Hey babe, I came to get you.
So brutal. He had no damage done. But okay. All right.
Roll for dizziness from
Anything
Clayton.
else?
Clayton now has 2 swords.
Oh, wow. So this
Make a note of that.
what do you say to Clayton?
So
He's leaning up against the wall, holding up one knife, and he's like, "You right?" And okay, nicely done, Freya.
that is all.
How is the Graven looking?
It's not looking good. It's got like areas of it that are cooked. It seems like parts of it are trying to heal, but they can't. The gold breastplate is burnished from all of the spells.
Okay, I'm going to do another guarding bolt, first level, and attack first.
That'll be good.
Still advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, just about.
Okay, 24.
Hits.
Nice.
Once we've got this,
That's
we're
like-
running.
I'm so desperate.
No
Like,
saves.
last hit for the advantage.
No saves. Yeah.
No saves.
As soon as this thing
10,
drops.
12,
Take
15, 15 damage, so doubled.
Done. Okay.
So 30.
30 damage.
If you can do shot
Looking
as well.
rough. So yeah, carry on. You gonna say?
No, just bonus something.
Yeah, so holding one arm out with out the window, still channeling this. What? storm of wind out into the garden. The other hand comes up, and you blast him. The spines on his face shatter off, revealing like liquid gold, bits of human bone within that are remaining from the hideous transformation. Looking rough. Anything else?
Yes.
Can you?
Yeah, but then I'll only have one spell.
I think, I honestly think that we'll get him down fairly soon and we'll be running, because we're not going to take on whatever's coming.
Okay, I'm
Is the
gonna-
lantern a bonus act? No, it's not. It's
It's
standard.
not, it's not here.
Oh, really?
With me.
Oh, shit.
Didn't have time
You
to
do
go.
repeat.
Just, yeah, we didn't,
Sorry.
How long does it take?
2 actions.
Oh, fair enough.
Were you going to use healing word?
Can I? No, I can't. Never mind.
The
I'm
left
not going to
is
do
in there
anything.
as well, isn't it?
No worries.
Yeah, my mask is
Top of the round.
Your mask is in there.
It attempts to pick up one of the cultists. One of them has moved up out from the pile at the base of the stage, looking up, like holding its arms up like this. The Graven reaches out to try and pull this oily opal energy from it, and the man's arms lag as it seems to pass out, and then the spell fades from the damage that it's taken. And in a rage, it just picks up the worshipper, its fingers just puncturing through it, and it just chucks it into the wall at the side.
He angry. He angry.
Baby monsters are way more dangerous than adult ones.
Okay. Yes.
Has Pharaoh done anything?
That's what I was about to do.
Thank you.
So I'm operating him at the top rank because he's not fighting.
He's not in initiative.
So he's going to move up as far as he can, 30 feet towards Gaspar.
So it's Pharaoh.
My boy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yes, that's it.
We have to have him.
And Gaspar is operating at the top of the round as well, and he's going to get up.
I was standing on it.
Yeah, but you didn't. I mean, you didn't use
No.
your action to? Yeah. So he stands
No, it's
up,
fine.
and then he's going to try and run away. So he's going to run down here.
Prick.
You would get an attack of opportunity. It's up to you.
It's your go literally next.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you'll
I'll
get your
take
action
a
straight away,
swing
yeah.
with the longsword.
Okay.
I got 2-handed on him.
Get down.
It's not the best.
I doubt he's wearing
Whoops. 16, sorry.
That does not hit.
What is he
Whoa.
wearing?
He is lithe. He's wearing something leathery.
So he's a snake. He's a
He-
snake.
Which way is it?
It's not that he. So yeah, he just moves down towards you guys, and he's going to try and push through Freya and Pharaoh.
Come on,
It depends if you guys resist.
Well, if he's going past, can I take a swipe
Once he moves away.
with my hand? Because
So
I
you're
don't
going to
have
let
any
him go.
weapons.
So he can either try and push past you, and you may stop him, or you can let him pass and swipe at him when he leaves, or both.
Punch him. Punch him.
Can I try and trip him?
Sure.
Roll to trip.
Yeah. So roll an attack. And it will just be a contested. So I would do your athletics, I guess, not an attack. Sorry, like an athletics check
Yes, it's a going to work.
versus his acrobatics or athletics.
Skills.
Yeah, no. What was it? Athletics?
Yeah. I think he's going to beat you.
Yeah, he is, because I got 12.
Yeah, he beats that. He steps between the two of you and Pharaoh.
Does Pharaoh not try and stop him?
Are you going to? Well, first question is: are you going to take an attack of opportunity as he tries to run away?
Can I just try and punch him?
You can.
Because I
There's
don't
a-
have any weapons. Can I do
Sure.
a spell? Cantrip or something?
You can't. Not as
No,
not
no,
as a
no,
rock.
no.
Then
Cast
I'm
it.
going to have to try and punch him.
Okay. So you're not proficient. So it's just a straight attack.
What would that
Not
be?
okay.
It's just a strength-based attack. So a d20 plus your strength.
No way. 10.
Okay, no, he misses. And Pharaoh's going to attack him. But actually, Pharaoh's going to try and grapple him.
Thank you, sir.
What's that going to be? It's a contested. It's not an attack. I always get this confused.
It's just straight
just contested strength.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 16. And Gaspar gets away.
Oh.
So he just Pharaoh turns, grabs him. It's the first kind of thing he's done, Pharaoh. And Gaspar gets away, but Pharaoh looks pissed about that.
I'd love to just teleport him back to us.
That would be very funny.
Amaya, your sword is ringing loud now. About as loud as it was on the ship.
When I put it, as in context, like when I put it close to the rip.
Nearly that loud, yeah. Okay, Aura, your turn.
Seeing that Amaya's just decimated these cultists, and strange mage guy I've never seen before is in a heap. I'm gonna, and Gaspar's gone, I'm gonna leave him for a moment. And Graven is glowing, so I'm gonna upcast Chaos Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay, at the Graven.
Yep.
Very nice.
Oh, it's a natural 19. That's a 23.
Hits.
So,
I don't get any saves, do I?
No.
You don't deserve.
Oh, yes. So that's a 7 and a 1. Let's see. Acid or psychic?
We know it's not resistant to psychic.
Yeah. We'll go psychic. So that is 8, 14, 17 points of psychic and 4 points of necrotic.
Okay.
Which would be
25.
8 points of necrotic for him. Nice! 69 damage overall.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
it's looking pretty rough.
What's it good
I'm
for?
just going to move
It's a
up
very
there
good
and
call.
face
It's
off
just
against it.
unfortunate now.
Very nice. Stand in front of, stare it down.
Yeah, I'm just going to face off against it.
Bold strategy.
If he
Okay.
blinks,
Is that the
he
end?
dies.
End your turn?
Yeah. Yep, and I've got my reaction back.
Yes. you do.
Nice, very nice.
So
Okay.
Very nice.
Clayton's go. So Clayton
Fucking do
coughs over the
something.
back of his hand after seeing you decimate those guys, or that guy, and he's like,
It's just a line of bodies.
"Cheers!" And then he goes and attacks the last guy.
Come on, take him out.
Come on.
Hey, he hits.
Yay! You bolstered him.
And that is
It's the power
6
of
points of
true love.
slashing damage. Huge 6 points. The guy takes it, slices across his chest, looks angry, and looks at you a bit uncertain now.
If only he went for the
That's the end of his
I'm
go.
gonna go.
Yeah, it seems to scare him a little bit. Okay, Sentinel, you're up.
Cool. There's only one thing I can do. And that's Eldritch Blast. That's cocked. That's also a terrible damage roll. That's still cocked. It's a
Yeah,
19.
Nice.
Oh, plus advantage, which doesn't help. So does a 19 plus 6 hit?
That absolutely does. Oh, a big one.
But does that kill him?
It does not.
One step closer.
It is one step closer.
There's shit all else I can do. There's shit. Oh. I'm gonna turn to Zeal, because we established that Zeal was out for a minute. I had a minute left on him. And say, if this guy rocks up and you recognise him, go get the boss.
What do you mean? Get the boss.
Fucking get the master, for the fuck's sake!
Do you think he's gonna come here and attack?
I don't think he's gonna come here and attack it, but I think he might fucking help us get out of here if it's who I think it might be.
He's not left the house.
I know he's not left the house, but that doesn't mean that's what I fucking do.
I mean, I'm talking thousands of a year. Okay, I'll go. You just
No, that's not what I said. If he recognises the guy,
Yes. Okay,
then go and
Zeal,
get
come
the
back.
He just buries himself in your previously lovely and tidy
Zeal,
hair.
how are you gonna recognise
So he's
if
just
your
like-
face is covered?
I'm looking.
Your face.
Any of his spells that he had in the subtle house by any chance? He absolutely
he had,
doesn't.
I think he had cantrips, didn't he?
He had a cure wounds, motherfucker.
Oh, right, well, maybe that was a special prequel where...
I knew full well that he would not, because he's also currently a familiar. But it
Yeah.
doesn't hurt to ask.
It's very true. Okay.
Can I have another turn, so another action, so I can try and do more than 1 point of damage?
Maybe next time. Okay.
Well, at one point could be crucial. Turn the tide.
Well, let's see. So, the golden Graven opens its maw. This horrible sound like a furnace. Exactly
the
like
furnace
that.
make?
He's going to use his first attack to rake the bindings at his feet, the crystal bindings. Oh, I don't know why I rolled an attack. It's just damage because it's auto hit.
For funsies. If you add my additional single point of damage to the tracker.
For his first attack, he smashes at the crystal bindings and they completely shatter. His feet break free. The first one goes through the stage and it stands back up. Its arm around the crystal that's also bound rips it free. As much as there's still some kind of clotted around its hand, covering around the crystal and keeping its hand gripped around the coilstone, it's free to move. It takes one step down onto the ground off the stage and swipes at Aura.
Brilliant.
Second attack is a 23. And
Can you shield it?
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I can't shield it.
2d8.
And the other beefcake is further back, so we climb and carry you out.
Don't worry, this is fine. I've got a thing.
Or Moxie.
I am the tank.
I am.
That is not great. 14 points of slashing damage.
You up?
You see Aura hit the floor. The crossbow falls.
Not the crossbow! I mean, not Aura,
You
but
see a bloody stuffed toy in his hand. And Freya's Sentinel probably hears it as well. You just hear, you wanted faith. Let's try it. I'm going to try and use Strength of the Grave.
Okay.
On a, what was the damage type?
Slashing.
Okay. So when damage reduces me to 0, I can make a con save. Where is it? I just want to get this right. If it isn't radiant or critical, I can make, oh no, it's a charisma save. 5 plus the damage taken to drop to 1 hit point.
Okay. What did you say?
Charisma save.
You wanted faith, is what you said.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna roll a percentile for my own reasons.
I've got +4 to charisma save, so and I need a 19 total.
Not bad.
Doable.
Very doable.
What was your +5? What was your plus to charisma?
+4.
Add 2.
Okay.
Very doable. What is it? What is it?
Yeah, it's good.
It's 13 plus 6 for 19, which is the DC.
God!
You see Aura get back to his feet on 1 hit point and just stare at this thing.
So you're basically just a half-orc.
But it's also your turn next. Please heal yourself.
Please.
Literally.
That's fine.
But I can attack if you don't heal yourself.
Touch yourself.
Just touch yourself, Aura. Please.
Aura,
Heal it.
what sword are you? You're holding your normal longsword, right?
Yeah.
I
was just
Well,
about to get
depends
the
if he's
I was just
healing
about to get the dagger out.
It explodes
Fuck.
as you rise into fragments. The first 5 inches intact, the rest of the blade explodes and freezes in the air, and the black energy that has become familiar to you since you began as a sorcerer wreathes with a new energy that you recognize from before, and it's a white, a more shimmering color, and they seem to clot around the fragments, holding it in place. And your next attack, you can roll with advantage. Just the one next attack, and you do an extra 2d8 radiant and necrotic. 1d8 radiant, 1d8 necrotic.
I was gonna say,
Oh man, this
4 additional d8 is pretty savage. Yeah, don't heal. You can heal it, but this time it's fine.
Your longsword looks as though you have constructed your shattered blade.
I should have pulled out the dagger first. No, it's cool.
Okay. Is it still your turn? No, it was Debiles' turn.
Yeah, it was the Graven's turn.
Piss.
Okay,
I thought
so
it
now
was
it's-
the top of the round.
No, that
He's
was,
swiped
no, that
at
was
you.
the top. That was the top of the round, wasn't it?
No, because it was Sentinel and then...
Yeah, because I just did that one.
Oh yeah.
but that was his second attack. He has no more attacks. And he's going to step over you. He thinks that he's downed you. So he's going to move into the centre of the room.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes, if you wish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You were technically prone because you went down,
But he
right?
stepped
But
over him.
but it's damage that would reduce me to 0, so it never actually went to
Okay,
0.
yeah, fair enough.
I was just dramatically.
No, great, I love it.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, so you know, then
Yeah,
you, so
lucky.
in narrative sense, you fell to one knee, the blood gushing from the wounds, and
Into the.
yeah, it steps over you. It steps over you.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
Back in the lead.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, my
Not the
guy?
knee.
Death
Oh, you
calls
s-
you. I will deliver, and I'm just going to take the sword and 2 hands strike through the back of it.
Okay.
I used to be a Graven.
Natural 20.
Punched him in the face. That's the worst I know I get all the time.
Hell yeah.
I got narrative.
That's awesome. Fucking hell.
So
I used to be a
Hang on,
freaking
hang
Graven
on.
and then I took a sword in the knee.
So 29 slashing, 10 radiant, double to 20, plus 13 necrotic total, double to 26.
Yeah.
So
And that's 26 plus 20 plus 26.
What was the slashing?
26.
Yes, because it was
No, 16.
no
16, 19. Sorry, 19 slashing.
19 plus 20 plus 26.
73. 76.
Yeah.
76
No, I
total.
managed to.
Oh, you went free.
Yeah.
What was it? Sorry.
76 total, if I've done this right.
Charlie?
How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna run the sword straight through its back.
You're gonna have to
Drive
go up.
Yeah, it's
Drive
Go for the arms.
drive it to the floor and then climb over it. Gaspar, you're next.
Yeah, so
And then
Look at
I.
that, son.
Yeah, it's a reaction, so I can't
Like on the
chase
floor.
after him.
Yeah.
That.
So you'd probably have to leap
just on.
and stab it in like
Yeah.
the lower back, and then you just the momentum of that and the shockwave of the energy smashes through it and drives into the floor. And as you pick your blade up, it's completely broken. It's just 4 inches of long sword on the
It
base.
was 5 inches before.
5 inches then.
Yeah, that was flashing.
Shattered.
It depends who you ask.
The energy dissipated.
From the base. Christ almighty.
Sorry, I'll wait for them to calm down.
Sorry, I'm very good.
Very good.
Okay. So as you pull the blade out from its back, it just crumples, leaving that stub left over. So it's a completely broken longsword. The energy dissipated, cracking the ground around it. It is motionless underneath you, and you shout towards Gaspar, who is actually pretty close to you at this point.
Is he shit himself?
Big black wings, like.
Yeah.
Not looking like a
Okay.
Muppet anymore, are you?
Hey!
Okay.
Standing on a god.
Next
not
up is.
This is after the files.
That was the bar's turn, wasn't it? Holy shit. So it's the remaining cultist. He's going to roll a wisdom save. He succeeds, and he's going to stab Clayton again.
Down to Clayton.
That is a hit.
No.
Rip Clayton.
Please, no.
That is 8 points of slashing damage. So, seeing the thunderous boom of this thing hitting the floor and the crashing of the energy, the dissipation of the coalescing necrotic and radiant energy, it looks back and turns and it distracts Clayton as well, and he stabs it straight in the guy's in his back, upper shoulder, rakes it down the front, and Clayton grabs at the wound and hits the side of the wall and falls unconscious.
But babes, you're like buff enough. You can carry him out, and then we can heal him. It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
Okay, Rimble is dead.
Brick.
Eugene.
What are the followers doing at this stage? The sort of the people by the stage.
Seeing that, they're, I imagine right in the moment of it just happening, they're just speechless. And those of them who are not terrified already, they're brainwashed as it is, so they just speak just confused, terrified.
What to do? Can I hold? Actually, no, because that's. Would I? I was probably too far away to know that the prophet's coming.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I was going to say I'll hold my action, but that'd be meta, and so I'll just go for a firebolt into this cultist here.
Sure. Very nice. Jelly bean.
That is an 18.
Hits.
For 8 points of fire damage.
Very nice.
Reign of terror.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, it catches the side of his cloak and he bats it down, looking at Clayton falling onto the floor. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, Moxie, you're up.
Alright. Okay. There's Gaspar.
Oh, I forgot about
away.
Gaspar. Damn it.
Gaspar running away, and then one, just one
Yeah.
cultist left still.
Yes, the one that's standing there before Clayton.
Hit on Julien.
Yeah.
Please.
Be rude not to.
Don't forget that Julian's also here if you want to
Yeah.
drop a little punch on him.
If I was to look around, if I was to try and spot Julien, would that be my action?
Yes, as a perception check.
Okay, then I will just attack the cultist.
Okay,
With chill touch.
very nice.
9 plus 8, 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, cool. That's 1d8 necrotic. 8 necrotic.
Very nice.
Is he dead yet?
He's dead.
Yeah, it falls unconscious.
Three kills!
Yay, as many as
Amaya,
Yeah.
you really are the tank
Yeah.
today. Jesus.
Damn. Very nice. Okay. Anything else?
Um,
Don't need to heal.
yeah, don't need to heal. Might move sort of towards like the scullery, sort of like just slightly closer to the.
Gotta get back to work.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
This mess up.
yeah. Just move so like so me and Eugene aren't like crowded together as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that'll do me. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. Amaya.
Wait, when did this guy go down?
I
Just literally.
Oh
I
my god,
just
sorry,
did
I
it
was
out,
not
yeah.
concentrating.
So Clayton is unconscious in front of you, and the last guy just went down from a chill touch. The ice
Yeah.
You
just
clubbed
spraying
him
over his side.
mouth.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run over and rip off some of my chef's whites that's still underneath my jacket. And I'm going to try and stop some of the bleeding.
Okay, so what you're trying to do is a medicine check to stabilize him.
Basically, yes.
Roll a medicine check.
I am not proficient in any of this.
And you don't have a medicine kit, so it's not a proficiency.
I am just improvising. That's a 12.
Plus, and you don't have what's your skill for medicine?
Oh, that is including my +1 for medicine.
I think this is a normal DC, right? Isn't it 10?
15, I think.
No, you're right. It's 15. It's not.
Sorry.
12. No, that's all good. Yeah, no. You're in a panic. Your hands are damp from the blood that's like been streaming off these guys that you've been cutting to pieces. And you grab a piece of the chef's whites and you shove it in. He's got so many wounds. The worst one on his shoulder is bleeding, and you just
That's
can't
the one I'm
stop
going
it.
for.
Yeah, the blood is just pouring out around the
I think
rags.
it's different if it's not with a medicine
Can you
kit.
drag him a bit closer to me?
Would I kind of think
No.
if I get no?
You could. You'd move half.
you're
Flattering a
speed.
bit.
We are running now, probably.
I mean, can I kind of see where we would likely run out of?
You know the exits are. So there's the one at the front near where Eugene and Moxie
Which
were.
is the clearest exit?
The one that Rendell was at the rear of the building.
So
Which
this
is
one
also
is-
That one is
nearest the
still.
rope.
That
or
one is
escape
still.
rope.
There's about 5 foot deep of people just kind of packing in to try and get
Well,
out.
what I'm going to do then is I'm going to try and pick him up and start to move him towards the exit.
You could.
towards
Okay. Roll a. You've already done a medicine check, so. If you drag him to pick him up, you'd have to do another check, but you can just drag him without
just-
having to roll a check.
I'll
It would
just
just be
drag him for
half
now.
speed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So I can take him 15 feet.
Yes.
5,
5,
10, 15.
Just pushing the other bodies out of the way. Okay.
just really unceremonious, taking it.
Yeah.
Okay, Freya.
I would like to go 5, 10. Can I stop here, do a cheeky inflict wounds on Gaspar?
Does he get a save, right?
I do spell attack.
Oh, fair enough.
Imagine a bullet then and that one stopped.
That's not
It's not. Imagine.
12.
Is this one recording?
Con save.
No, it's attack.
Oh, okay. That misses.
Yeah, okay.
He dodges out of the way.
Can I keep
Little
going
slippery
then?
little
You can.
prick.
He's going to get an attack of opportunity.
Not fine.
Oh.
Actually, no, that's fine.
Hit me. She's not wearing any armour.
Stop trying
That's
to
a
hit me.
17.
Yeah, that
He
hits
pulls a
me.
rapier on you as you clearly tried to attack him with a spell.
Yeah, I know.
He dodges out of the way.
It could kill me.
Unsheathes
Do I need to react?
the.
Before I die or after?
It's after the damage, so if the damage kills you, I think that happens first. So you can't take the damage, spell, die.
You
This is-
could if we had a
Hit,
knife.
it just says, it says hits you on attack,
Yeah, it does.
not after damage. It's not
Because
damage.
it's like a reaction
Okay.
to being hit.
Then the damage happens at the same time.
Okay, can I do that then?
What are you doing?
You have to do a dex saving throw.
He is a slippery
Okay.
little prick.
He is.
So my attack here, I didn't roll
It's
damage
still
yet.
half, even if I miss.
A dex save.
Yeah.
Save's gone. There it is. 14.
No,
No,
failed.
16, sorry. It was a 12 plus 4, not 12 plus 2. 16, is
Still
that
half damage. 4 damage, 4 lightning.
4 lightning damage? Okay.
Because he has taken damage
Yeah,
from.
he's
the
taken a
mine's
little
fight.
bit, yeah. Yeah, so the lightning crackles up his side as the blade. He draws the saber and swipes it up on you, and as he does that, lightning sort of breathes off of you and gets him. The rapier is 10 points of slashing, piercing damage. Are you at 1?
Yeah.
Can you heal?
I was gonna heal frickin' thingy.
You've got to heal yourself.
You've got to heal you. Self-care, babe. Self-care.
Okay.
Well, that was, and I'm gonna move away at least. So
Yeah. You,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can move up.
Oh god, Aura. Oh god.
I'll get over that in a second, don't worry.
Not the Groot booty.
Fun thing is that I only have one
Groody.
healing spell to use. So do I save? Oh no, wait. No, okay. That was my action, and I tried to use a spell, so I'm gonna spare the dying on thingy.
Okay, yes, because it was your reaction to the attack, yes.
I can't heal myself
Spare the
on
dying.
this turn.
Stay safe.
So you come over to Amaya, who's clearly not. This is not her thing, and there's a slight panic in the stuffing.
blood.
Like she's kind of like got the
it's an
chef's
action.
whites
I
that
thought it was a
are
bonus
blood-stained
action. Can't do
rags.
it. Can't do it.
You can't.
No.
How
This
come?
is an action, not bonus.
Spare the dying. Yes, I'm thinking of healing word. Yeah, you're right.
Can I bonus action try and?
You no,
See
not
the
not with a full action check.
Alright, I will follow them.
thing after him.
Okay, his round. He's not until. Okay, no, he'll be after Roy. Okay, top of the round. So you're Amaya, you feel the sword in your hand ringing louder and louder, and with that almost distracting noise, I imagine you would have quickly sheathed it when you were healing or trying to heal Clayton. You can feel the sound. It's almost like wind, a gust blowing over the steel. It's so loud, and everyone in the room hears a ripping sound, and it cuts through your psyche like a ripple of static that clears your mind. And to the side of the stage, where Gaspar was, so at the base of the stage on the side, you can see a narrow gauntleted hand floating in the air. And it reaches down and slices down, tearing a rent in space, like a floating ribbon. And you smell, those of you close, you smell rotting roses, burnt hair, this floral, chemical, sickly smell. And a figure steps through, they wear thin off-white a coat that skims the floor, a hood that covers their face, and beneath their coat they wear this odd angular suit of black-green with a stiff collar and strange wrapping waistcoat. In their left hand is made of fine metal, and they have a bad limp, and they clunk forward with each step, one in every 2 steps they clunk, and the clothes on the left side hang loose over the gauntleted side. They look up And he looks, or this figure looks over at Gaspar, past Clayton, past Pharaoh. And I see you were successful. Looks at the ruin on the floor to a degree. And that's where we're going to end today's session. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.